My dear students, very good morning to all. I am Dr. Sanjeev Punia. In computer graphics, last lecture we studied about the scan conversion, especially about DDA line drawing algorithm. So as this is the basics of computer graphics, to draw an image, object, line, whatever we are discussing, that's the base of computer graphics. So I want to repeat the scan conversion once again. So in last example, in last lecture also, we discussed one example. I hope lot of things will be clear by that example. Now let us start this from the fresh. So today we will discuss about the scan conversion. That what's the scan conversion? So and these are the topics. These are the topics those we have to cover under scan conversion. So there are three different images. There are three different images. First one is line, and second one is circle, and third one is eclipse. So we will discuss scan conversion for these three objects. For these three objects, because I told you that we can draw any object by using these three objects. So first we will see that what is scan conversion. So in the next slide we will discuss that what's the need of scan conversion. So let's come on the next slide. So scan converting lines means we will discuss here for the lines in this lecture. So what happens when we have to draw a line on a paper, on any analog device, that's a smooth line. Analog devices, when we have to draw a line in the analog devices such as a random scan display unit, we discuss about random scan display, a vector plotter displays a straight line smoothly from one endpoint to another endpoint. You can see this over here that when we have to draw a line from this point to this point, then this line seems very smooth because this is a continuous platform. Linearly varying horizontal and vertical deflection voltages are generated that are potential to the required change in the x and y direction to produce the smooth line. Means in analog devices, when we have to draw an image, especially a line, then that is a smooth line. Same time when we are discussing about the digital one, because in digital I told you that a digital device, for a digital display device, for an example we are talking about the video display unit. The screen is divided over there in pixels, that is pixel number 1, pixel number 2, pixel number 3, in such a way. For an example, this is pixel number 1, this is pixel number 2, this is pixel number 3 in x direction, this is pixel number 1, pixel number 2, pixel number 3, like this in the y direction. So when we have to draw any line, then we can draw, let me change the color, we can glow or we can highlight this pixel, the next pixel we can highlight that can be this one, that can be this one, or that can be this one. Means these are three different possibilities. But for an example, this is the value 1, and suppose the value is 1.2, but there is not any option. There is not any option to draw a pixel whose coordinates are 1.2. So this is the reason that we have to face some problem to draw a line in the digital. It display a straight line by plotting discrete coordinates point along the line path which are calculated from the equation of a line. Suppose I have to draw this line from here to here. So this cannot be straight. As screen locations are referenced with integer value, as I told you over here that these are referenced by integer value, means the coordinate systems are designed by using the integers value. So when we have to plot a line, then plotted position may only approximate the actual line position between the two specific points. Between two specific points. It will be more clear from here. Let we have to draw a line. We have to draw a line whose coordinates are 10.48 and 20.51. Means this is the value of x1, this is the value of y1. From pixel position 10 and 21, means when we have to draw this point, or when the starting point of a line are 10.48, so we cannot take the position, we cannot highlight the pixel whose values is 10.48, so we have to approximate it. So we have to approximate it at 10, and we have to approximate y as 21 as it is greater than zero point 0.5, greater than 0.5. Means we are going to round off these floating values will be converted to this. The rounding of coordinate values to integer cause lines to be displayed stair step, stair step. But what happens when we saw any line? When we saw any line on the display device, then that line is really very smooth. We cannot say that the line contains any jagged motions or stair step. Stair step means like this. Because in general, our systems are with high resolutions, so we are not able to see that. If we will see that line in the low resolution system, that we are able to see this clearly. Or there is one more way to check this, that we can zoom the view. For an example, instead of 100% we are doing it 500%, then we will see that the lines is in stair step position. To smooth raster lines, pixel intensity along the line path must be adjusted. So this is the problem in digital as well as in analog representation. So when we have to display a line in digital, so we have to approximate the pixel values. Then how we can approximate these pixels value? there are different algos for those. In this in line 1 we will study two algos. First one is DDA. First one is DDA and second one is Bresnan's line algorithm. Bresnan line algorithm. So these are two important algorithms we have to study in line. So when we are discussing about the strain conversion, so strain conversion is a technique. Strain conversion is a technique that display the or that select the pixel, that which one pixel is going to be selected next in the digital display device. So we have to study three for the three objects, that is first for the line, second for an first for a line, second for a circle, and third for the eclipse. And in line there are two methods, two algos. First one is DDA and second one is Bresnan's. So in today's class we will discuss these two algos, as these are basic building blocks. It if it will be clear to us, then in next lectures it will be easy for us to understand the techniques, understand the methods, or understand the process, that how it is happening and why, what are the process those are going to be implemented. So when we are discussing about the DDA, DDA means digital differential algorithm. Digital differential algorithm. This is called differential because in this we are taking the difference of starting coordinate as well as end coordinate. We know the equation of the line. We know the equation of the line. Here in the line, so this is a general equation of the line. Here M represent the slope and C represents the intercept. Suppose this is a coordinate system and this is a line y equals to mx plus c, then these are any 2 points means x and y are any 2 points those lies on this line, and c is this intercept. C is this intercept, means intercept on the y axis. And to find out the value of m, we have to use delta y upon delta x. Delta y upon delta x means when this is a line, suppose this is a line, first coordinate of this is x1, and in y direction y1. So this is first one is x1 y1, and second one is the code, suppose this is a, and the coordinate of b, suppose this is b. In x direction this is x2, and in y direction this is y2. So these are two endpoints of a line, and when we have to find out the slope, then y2 minus y1, let me change the color. This is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, means on numerator this is y coordinate, and in denominator this is x coordinate. We also called dy delta y by delta x. So we have to find out the value of delta x and delta y first. By using these values, we can find out the value of m. So let us see that what can be the different type of lines when we have to draw. The line can be only three types. The line can be only three types. This is a coordinate system. If a line passes through this and angle is 45 degree. Angle is 45 degree. This is 45 degree. In that case, value of m is equals to 1. When we are saying that the angle of line is less than 45, this is less than 45, then we will say that value of m is less than 1. I will tell you about the mode also. Till the point, forget about the mode. And in third one, when the value of m is greater than 45 degree. So there can be three cases: when the value of m is equals to 1, when the value of m is less than 1, when the value of m is greater than 1. So now we will discuss about the mode. Mode means that if I have a value m is equals to 1, then that is also 1, and if I have a value minus 1, then that is also equals to 1. So mode of m for these two, equals to 1. It means when the slope of this line, this is positive slope and this is negative slope. This is a negative slope. So this is about the mode, means the angle can be in +1 or it -1. If we will see over here, then this angle is in positive direction, that is less than 45, and this is in negative direction. That is also less than 45, because we saw that the value of these are plus. In this, the coordinate systems are totally negative, means a value of x is also the value of x is also in negative, and value of y is also negative. In this case, same, when the value of m is greater than 1 in positive sense and value of m is less than 1 in case of negative. So this is the thing that we have to find out the value of m, and then we can check that the value of m is equals to 1, less than 1, or greater than 1. So these are the different ways by which we can find out the. Now I will tell you that what happens when the value of m, means slope of the line, is 1. We discussed about the three conditions in the last slide. When the value of m is equals to 1, value of m is equals to 1, value of m is greater than 1, and value of m is less than 1. So in this slide, we will discuss when the value of m is equals to 1, means this is at 45 degree. 45 degree means, suppose this is our first pixel. This is our first pixel, x and y. What will happen when I am going in the x axis? When I am going in the x axis and incrementing the pixel value by 1, means whatever this, I am adding 1 every time. I am adding 1 every time, means earlier it was 0, so 0 plus 1 is 1. Means in x direction I am taking the next pixel. So in the y direction also, I have to add 1. No problem in case of m is equals to 1, because we can see from the equation also y equals to mx plus c. The value of c is 0. The value of c is 0, so this is cancelled. Value of m is 1. Value of m is 1. So y equals to x is the equation for the line when x for m is equals to 1. So the value of y depends on x, and this is exactly proportional. Means if we are increasing the value of x by 2, then the value of y also increased by 2. Means these are proportional to each other. So there is no problem in case of slope when the slope is 1. Now we will discuss about the when the slope is less than 1. What happens? I told you that if the slope will be equals to 1, if slope will be equals to 1, then this will be our line. Okay, let me take the line only. Then this should be the line. But when m is less than 1, it means that on x-axis, every time we are increasing the value by 1. We are increasing the value by 1. And we have to find out the pixel position on y-axis. That it will be, means next pixel will be, suppose the current pixel is yk. So the next pixel will be yk or yk plus 1. Means when I draw this pixel first, suppose I draw 0 and 1. This is 0 and 1. So in the next, I have to choose that which pixel I have to draw, this one or this one, this one or this one. So I will show you by solving this example. See, from this equation, we can say that m is equals to 0.5, 0.5, and this is less than 1. So from the equation, when we have to calculate the value of y equals to m, means 0.5 into x plus 1. So when we have to approximate the value from this term, we will find out a floating value, a value that is in the decimal. But we cannot represent a decimal value in video digital display units. And I told you that we have to approximate it. So when we are going to find out the value of y from here, when the value of x is 0, Initially, the value of x is 0 and y is 1. By taking the round off, I draw this pixel. I draw 0 and 1. This is 0 and I find the value of 1 by putting the values in this. So this is by calculation, this is 1, so this is 1. When I'm going to calculate next value, so f, as the value of m is less than 1, so every time I have to add 1 in f's coordinate. You can check from here that this is 0. After that 1 plus 1 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 5, like this. And same time we have to find out the value of y only. So when by using the value of x is equals to 0, in this equation, when I will put the value of x is equals to 0, so this term will be 0, this term will be 0, so y equals to 1. Y equals to 1. In next case, our value of y was 1, so this is 0.5 multiplied by the value of x is 1. So this plus this. This is 0.5, this is 0.5 plus 1, that is 1.5. When we will approximate it, then this will be 2. When we are going to calculate the next pixel, value of next pixel by using the same equation, then we will put the value of f2, we will put the value of f2 over here. This is 2 multiplied by half, that is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is 2. So what we are doing, we are approximating the value of y. So from here we can say that when the value of x is going to be increased, we have to find out the value of y, that which pixel we have to glow. So let me clear it first and then we will discuss the things. And let me change the color also. See, we have to draw first 0 1. We have to draw first 0 1. So this is 0 in x-axis and this is 1 in y-axis. So we draw this pixel. Draw this pixel means we are putting the intensity of this pixel high. Or I told you that it can store only two values, 0 and 1. So we are putting the value of this pixel 1. Value of 1. Okay. In next, we have to glow 1, 2. So this is 1, means increasing by 1. Increasing by 1. And this is 2. So we glow this one. Next, this is 2 and 2. So in x direction, we increment 1. X direction, we increment our pointer by 1. But you can see that in y direction, this is again same. This is again same. That is 2. It's not 3. And if we are going to draw this line, by then the line will be like this. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. Let me take a line only. So the line will be in this form. So this is not a straight line, means this is not a smooth line. But when we will see this line on the display unit, then the line will be see like like this. So this is the thing that we have to learn. When the value of m is less than 1, same it will happen when the value is greater than 1. When the value is greater than 1, in that case, every time we have to increase the value of y by 1, and we have to try to find out the value of x. As over here we have the value of x, every time we are increasing the value of x by 1, and we are finding the value of y. So that is means when the value of m is greater than 1, then that's the reverse of this case. So let us see that also. When the value of m, from here we can see that the value of m is 3. Value of m is 3. And c is equals to minus 2. C is equals to minus 2. So we can, so when we are saying that the value of m is greater than 1, it means the line is above 45 degrees. So suppose this is, let me draw a line only. Suppose this is a line at 45 degree. So this is a line that is in this region. That is in this region. So when a line is in this region, then the value of y is increasing unitly. Unitly means one at a time, and we have to find out the value of x. We have to find out the value of x. And from this equation, we can say that this is 3x. 3x equals to y plus 2, y plus 2, sorry, y plus 2, and x is equals to y plus 2 divided by 3. Divided by 3. And what is 3? 3 is m. 3 is m. So in this case, we are dividing by m. When the value of m was less than 1, then value of y was proportional to x. But when the value of m is greater than 1, then the value of x is inversely proportional to value of y. Or we can say this is, we can say by slope. So let's try to understand the operation of this also. See, from here you can see that every time we are increasing the value of, so okay, from here also what we are doing, we will try to find out the value of y when in the case when we are taking the value of x. Means there are two things. Either I can choose the value of x coordinate and I will try to find out the position of y coordinate, or I can choose the y coordinate, or I can find out the position of x coordinate. Let me tell you over here. When we have to find out the position of this pixel, then I can find out the position of this pixel. That first I will consider this x1. First I will consider the value of x and I will try to find out the value of y. Or I can consider the value of y and can find out the value of x. In this example, we are taking the pixels on x axis one by one. Is first for the 0, for 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So for 0, if we will calculate the value of m from here, so this will be 0. For the value of x, this will be 0. And this is minus 2. So y equals to minus 2. Z. So y equals to minus 2. We cannot draw this pixel. We cannot draw this pixel as I have not shown the coordinate system behind this. Or in another way, you can see that when we have to display an image in the display unit, then we have to start that we are going to study the coordinates, or our coordinate system starts from 0, 0. So those are, this is outside from the display unit. So when the value of x is 1, so this is 1, 3 multiplied by 1 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, value of y is 1. So this is 1. Let me change the color once more. When the value of x is 2, so this is 3 multiplied by 2, 3 multiplied by 2, so value of this is 6, 6 minus 2 is 4, so this is 4. Again, when the value of this x is 3, so this is 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9, 9 minus 2 is 7, this is 7. Again, when I am taking the value of x4, so this is 4 multiplied by 3, that is 12, 12 minus 2 is 10. So here I draw the coordinate system from 0 to 8 only, so I can draw only these three. I can only these three. If I am, this is to understand you, so that it will be easy for you to understand the thing. We can enhance this. We can enhance this for other coordinate systems also. But that's not our purpose over here. Our purpose is to understand that what happens when the value of m, that is slope, is greater than 0. Now we will discuss about the Breslein's line algorithm. We will discuss Breslein's line algorithm. This is a different approach to draw a line, and this approach is better than DDA. What happens in DDA? We have to find out the value of next pixel. For that, we have to compute a lot of calculations. This is the problem in DDA, that computations are too high. So this is the overcome of DDA, Breslein's line drawing algorithm. It is more efficient approach than DDA. So what happens, as we discussed in the last also, that this is a starting point This is a starting point. We have to find out, the next pixel, that it will be A or it will be B. Means we have to glow, or we have to highlight which pixel, that is A or B. The same thing we are doing with in DDA also, but here, to find out the values, the concept is little bit different. So what we will do, suppose this is our line, this is the coordinate system, and in this is the value of the next coordinate, next y coordinate. Sorry, this is the value of y. Now we have to check, that the value of y is closer to this pixel or to this pixel. We have to find out the value of y, that this is closer to this pixel or this is closer to this pixel. When this is closer to this pixel, suppose this is A and this is B. So when this is closer to A pixel, then we will glow this pixel, and when it will be closer to B, then we will glow this pixel. The concept is looking very simple, but when we have to find out the values, that is little bit tricky than DDA. So for a pixel, we have to find out the distance, that is Ti above the line. This is, we are saying the distance that is above the line, Ti, and this is Si. The distance that is below the line, we are saying Si, and the distance that is above the line, we are saying it Ti. So what we will do, we will try to find out the difference between these two. We will try to find out the difference between these two. So here, this is our decision parameter. I told you that we have to take the decision that we have to glow the upper pixel or the lower pixel. So we have to find out the distance for that. So distance equals to Si minus Ti, means Si minus Ti means I am taking this distance, I am taking the lower distance and subtracting the upper distance from this. Subtracting the upper distance from this. So if di is less than 0, di is less than 0 means suppose the value of this is, 3 and the value of this is, for an example, 5. So when I am doing 3 minus 5, so the value is minus 2. Value is minus 2. So this is minus 2 is less than 0. Less than 0. So from here we can say that this is 3, this is 3 and this is 2. So this is near to this pixel. So we have to glow this pixel. The same thing we can write in this way, that we will find out the value of di, that is the value of di, that is Si minus Ti, that is lower distance minus upper distance. If the lower distance is less than 0, if it is near to lower point, closest to lower pixel, then we will glow the lower pixel, otherwise we will glow the upper pixel. So we must calculate the new value of di as we move along the line. Means at every point, at this point here, We will calculate the value at this point here. We will calculate the value again at this point here. We will calculate the value again. So what we will do, like DDA, we can take a variable x on x coordinate. We will increment the value of x by 1 every time, and we will try to find out the value of y coordinate. This is the thing we can do over here. We will do. So from this example, we will try to discuss the things, and it will be more clear to you. So I am taking a line whose slope is less than 0.5. Whose slope is less than 0.5 means the angle means n is less than 1. Means angle of the line is less than 45 degrees. So from the line, this is the value of dx. This is the value of dx. We can find out. We can wait a minute. Okay, let's start. There, when we are trying to find out the value of m, then we discuss that m is equals to x2 minus, sorry, I'm extremely sorry. That is y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, upon x2 minus x1. And the above value, that is y2 minus y1, we are saying that this is delta y. Above one is called delta y. So we can find out the value of delta y and value of delta x easily. So what we will do, we know the value of delta y, we know the value of delta x. This is also called delta y, and delta x is also called dy and dx. Sometimes it is also called dy by dx. So when we are saying dx dy, then this is also same delta y upon delta x. This is also same y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. This is also same. So we can find out this value. We can find out these values easily. And when I'm taking this in this side, so it will be dy. Let me do it over here. So from here, when I am going to solve this, so this is dy equals to, sorry, dy is less than 0.5 multiplied by dx. So if I am going to multiply this by 2 to make this value integer value, then multiplied both the side by 2, that is 2 delta y or 2 dy is less than 0.5 multiplied by 2, that is 1, and I can write 1 or not, so this is dx. So in this case, 2 dy is less than dx. So there are three cases. Suppose my starting point is x0 y1, x0 y1. This is the point I draw. I have to find out the next point. I have to find out the next point. So at x1, first we will discussing about this one. First we are discussing about point x1, then we will discuss about point x2, and then at x3. We will try to find out the value of y at x1, then at x2 and x3 and so on. So we are discussing at x1. At point x1, s1 is equals to dy. S1 is equals to dy means this distance, and t1 equals to dx minus dy means this distance. So if this is less than 0 means if the value is this means we have to draw this pixel. Same in the case when at point x2, this distance is when the value of d2 is greater than 0 means for dy minus dx, then we have to draw this pixel. At point x3 in x direction, we have to draw this one as this is 2, as it is very clear to the line, very close to the line. So we have to find out the values by this, by deciding the value of xy1, and we will try to find out the value of y. That what's the value of, what will be the value of y when we have to draw the next point. So here I am summarizing the same thing, that for a line with gradient less than or equals to 1, for a line with gradient less than or equals to 1, the thing that we saw over here, less than or equals to 1, then in that case, d0 equals to, we first try to find out the value of d0, that is our decision parameter, and this is d0 is equals to 2 dy minus dx in this case. If di is less than 0, then we have to draw the lower one pixel. Because this is constant. Means when I have this coordinate system, then every time I am going to increase the value of x by 1. And I will try to find out the value of y. So value of y can be, suppose my current value is yk. So one is that it can be the same value when this is, suppose this is the yk. So it can be the same or it can be the upper one. So it can be either yk or either yk plus 1. So we have to decide that which pixel we have to select. So when di is less than 1, then this is yi, next pixel is yi, and when this is greater than 0, in that case this is yi plus 1, means next pixel. It happens in the case when this is the value of di is less than or greater to 0. In the last, we discussed when the gradient means n is less than or equals to 1. When the gradient is less than or equals to 1. Okay, we can do one more thing over here. Okay, let's come on the next slide, because this thing we will see later on in today's lecture only. So here we will discuss when the gradient is less than 1. In the next slide, we will discuss when the gradient is greater than 1. In this case also, I told you that yi plus 1 means next coordinate in y direction. Next coordinate in y direction is plus 1. Is plus 1 every time. Means incrementing by 1, and we have to find out the value of next pixel in x direction. Suppose current pixel is xk, then it will be xk plus 1, xk plus 1, or it will be xk. It will be this pixel or it will be this pixel. So it will depend on the value of di. If value of di is less than 0, then the pixel will be same. If the value of di is greater than or equals to 0, then there will be the next pixel. There will be the next pixel. That is, we have to draw. Let me check how much this is left for today. We can complete this today or not. Yes, we will complete this today. Only 2-3 slides are left. Now we have to draw a line. We have to draw a line from 2010 to 3018. As we discussed LROs in the last slides, first we will try to find out the value of dx, that is y, that is x2 minus x1. This is 30 minus 20, so this is 10. This is 10. Then dy, that is x2, sorry, dy, that is y2 minus y1, that is 18 minus 10, so this is 8. So initial decision parameter is d0, and we have to find out the value of d0 is 2 dy minus dx. 2 dy minus dx. So this is equals to 6. And 2 delta y, as the value of dy is 8, so 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. And when we are finding the value of this, when we are finding the value of 2 delta y minus x, this is minus 4. So we will try to discuss the same thing over here in the coordinate system, that what happens when we are going to find out the value of y, when we know the value of x. So this is the same, this is the representation of this same line, that is 2010. This is 2010 3018. This is 2010 3018. So our first pixel is this is our first pixel. This is our first pixel. From the last slide, you can say that we have to draw a line. We have to draw a line from 2010 to 3018. Means x1 is 20 and y1 is 10. So you can see over here, that is x1 is 20 and y1 is 10 till 30 and 18. Till 30 and 18. So we draw this pixel. Now we have to find out the value of next pixel, that we have to draw this pixel or we have to draw this pixel. Which pixel we have to draw? So We find out the value of di by using the value of di decision parameter over here. By using the value of di decision parameter, then we can find out the value of y coordinate by using the formulas whatever we discussed in last slide. We can find out the values of yi plus 1, yi plus 1. Our first pixel was our first pixel was 20 and 10, 20 and 10. So next pixel is 21. I have to find out the value of y k plus 1 or y I plus 1. So this is 11. This is 11. In when I am incrementing the value on x axis is 1, that is 21 plus 1 is 22. Then I have to find out the value of y. So this is 12. This is 12. Again, when I am incrementing the value of x by 1, that is 22 plus 1, 23. So the value of y is again 12. Y is again 12. So from here we can say that this is the representation of a line. When we have to draw this line, see, original line should be this one. Original line should be this one. But our line is our line is from here. This is right till this point, and after this it's going in this way. From here to here, here in the same direction. From here, this is going in the this way. So means zigzag staircase, as we discuss the problem in the display devices. So this is the Bresnan line algo, whatever we discuss until now. Yes. As I was saying you that we will discuss one more thing in this. So that was about the special case. Special case means when the value of m, in the Bresnan case, in the Bresnan also, when the value of m is equals to 1. So when we will try to find out this, that is horizontal line, means either this can be complete this line, or it can be completely this line, or it can be completely this line. And in horizontal lines, every time the value of delta y, is 0. And in vertical line, the value of delta x is always 0. While in case of diagonal line, the value is going to be enhanced parallelly. So in these case, we can put these values directly in case of frame buffer. By putting these values in buffer, we can decrease the calculations those we have to perform to find out the next point. So I hope it will be more clear than last lecture, because we discussed the same thing in a different manner. So today we discuss about the scan conversion for a line. In this we discuss two methods. First one is DDA and second one is Bresnan's line. So in the next lecture, we will discuss about span converting circle. Means we will discuss the same thing, that how we can find out the next point in the case of circle. Thank you.